Sunday plans have changed. It is Sunday. I wasn't planning on vlogging today. Like officially, I was gonna get like B-roll and that was it. But as you can see, we are currently back in the bathroom and I am going to have dinner. I was gonna say get dinner, but we're just kind of going to my grandmother's house and she wants to know how DoorDash works, like how to order food and like Uber Eats. She doesn't know how it works, and so we're like gonna go over there and she wants to go out, but me and like the rest of my family, we're like, we don't feel like going out. It's been a long week. It's Sunday. I think we all still have to do taxes in one way or another. So you can see where I get my procrastination from. But it always gets done. Anyways, we don't want to go out, but we're gonna meet up at her house and potentially convince her to order food in and show her how the food delivery apps work, because me and my sister particularly are menaces when it comes to that. So we put our mom onto it. Now she's a menace too. We all order food way too much. I need to get a new eyelash curler. Oh my God, this one's like falling apart. Honestly, truly just put it on the list of like makeup things I need to buy before I head out to Dallas. I have put a bin on my counter, my bathroom counter, to collect empty products. I used to do this, and now that I'm like vlogging again, I'm like, I can start yapping about my empty beauty products and other things, because it's probably just gonna be products. I don't use that much stuff. But yeah, that's the plan. I was actually, because I think yesterday I mentioned our fantasy bingo, I was gonna set up my bingo board today, so I could go over it tomorrow morning for that vlog. Not doing that, I might still do that later, but I had so many plans of stuff I needed to get done today, and we're not doing it. And you know what? That's okay. It is Sunday. I did record one video. I guess it was half of a video technically, because it was the window shop for the Star Rail merch update that came with 3.2 into the Amazon store. So I went through all of that, and I haven't bought my stuff yet because I'm waiting on it. What am I waiting on? Not necessarily sure, but I do need to make that order before the end of the week though, so I have it in time, because I also am getting a replacement cord for my old vlogging camera so I can use it as a face cam at Nintendo possibly. And then I'm getting a second tripod, like one of the bendy ones that can kind of like latch onto things so that I can have it wherever I need it. Because I was gonna just bring this one camera, but then I saw, I think it was a Japanese creator, go to the one in Japan, like, I think it was the same time they did the one in New York. It was like the same weekend. They also did one in Japan. And I saw a Japanese creator had 2 cameras. They had his camera recording the gameplay and their face. And I was like, that's really cool, and I wanna try to do that. I couldn't do that for another convention that's in May. And Nintendo is gonna be like the trial run for that, the 2 camera setup. But now we're just doing it for Nintendo. But yeah, not really going crazy on makeup today. We're bumming it. Also, yes, I'm re-wearing the shirt I wore to Inhaler because it's fun and for spring. Although I'm not wearing it with black jeans, I'm wearing it with like light wash jeans. But I also am going to be getting my nails done finally this upcoming week. I was gonna get them done right before I left for Dallas for that thing, but finally going this week. I think I'm going tomorrow actually, so it'll be in like the next vlog. We'll be able to finally have a set of nails again, which is, it's so needed. Me having my nails back is so needed. It's that time of year where we get acrylics back. Oh, I fogged up my own glasses. Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't really feel like working today, so this works out perfectly fine. Like, I did not post a long form video yesterday. I just did 2 shorts, and I think we might end up doing 2 to 3 shorts again today, because I really don't feel like sitting at my computer and working. I feel like I'm better at it when I'm like at the office. I feel like I'm better at it because I'm like multitasking while I'm there to not go insane. But if I'm at home, especially because I'm so behind on recording, I just want to focus on the recording instead of the like editing process, you know? And I can only go for so long because if I speak for too long, my voice starts to hurt, which is probably related to all my other ENT stuff that I'm getting taken care of soon. I have dry shampoo in my hair because I need to do the everything shower when I get home. I've seen discourse recently about the everything shower. It's not like, the everything shower is like the whole process. Like, this is like a 2-hour long everything shower you do once a week process. There's some people on the internet who think by everything shower, it just means a shower. No, because you can do like the 15-minute wash your hair, wash your person, and get out. But the everything shower it's an experience. The everything shower is an experience. Because I know I've brought it up before, and I didn't know that wasn't common knowledge. Of the everything shower. That's like, even when you get out of the shower, I put on like 5 different products on my hair. Like, that's the everything shower. It's an experience, like I said, but I have to do that tonight. And yeah, I think that's just about it. I did lie about my reading schedule. I did say I wasn't gonna start Avatar until I finished my reread, at least finished my reread of Kafka. That was a lie. I only got like a couple pages in because I was doing it in between like editing and stuff. But I did start it. I haven't picked up the audiobook yet. I've just been doing physical. And I honestly think I might just keep this one physical because I started the audiobook like a couple years ago when I got it, and I was like, this is fine, I'll get back to it. But it was one of those ones where I was like, I started it and never really picked it back up. And then when I remade my Goodreads account, I never re-added it to like my currently reading books. I just like put it down and kept it there. So I just started reading it like physically, and I think I like it better physical, quite frankly. But I feel like that's the consensus. I've heard, I think it's ACOTAR series that has good audio, like they do the immersive audiobooks that has like the music and the sound effects and all that, which I don't actually. I'm like lukewarm on those immersive audiobooks because I like don't like, it doesn't draw me in to want to read the audiobook of, you know, like I'm still just like, okay, it's an audiobook. I think it's because I use audiobooks particularly as like a means to an end, just so I can read more books with my busy schedule. So I don't like go out of my way, like I've heard the audiobook for this is really good, so I'm specifically gonna read the audiobook. No, it's just there's an audiobook of this and I want to read this book, so we're gonna read it. Easy. I think I would. There's certain books that I like read as audio that I probably would have liked either way, and I feel like ACOTAR is gonna be one of them, but also the physical is like fine. I actually prefer the physical. I think it's because at least the copy I have is the font's pretty big from what I'm used to, so it's like pretty fast to get through. I also like just doing my first pages. It's not really like I can see why a lot of people, it was like their first foray into like, we're just gonna call it romantic fantasy because romantasy is a scam. If I keep saying bad things about romantasy, somebody's gonna jump me. But I see why it can be a lot of people's first foray. Same thing with Fourth Wing. They're very, and maybe it's just because I read a lot of like speculative surrealism type fiction. They're very easily written. Like they're very simple, but well written, if that makes sense. And I can see why a lot of people, this was like their re-entry into reading after a while, or like for the first time even. Because yeah, they're very beginner friendly. I think that's also why, especially with Fourth Wing, it took me a minute to get behind, because I read a lot. I read everything, all right? I will read just about anything. Where I say the same thing with music, where I'm like, oh, I like everything except for country. I will not listen to country. Reading is different, and I will literally read just about anything fiction. I will put a stipulation there, my nonfiction tastes are a lot different, just because I've said this before, if you only read self-help and like business marketing type books, nonfiction, and you consider that your personality trait, red flag. Get some fiction in there. Where's your whimsy? But I will read just about anything. So, and I don't like to go from one like speculative fiction type thing, like everything's a metaphor type thing, like Murakami's stuff. I tend to not go from one book like that to another book like that. I tend to jump around. So I'll read one like deep book about the meaning of life and then go to like the most trash romantasy you can think of. Like that's, and I say trash lovingly, all right? But that's the vibe, which both of those are like, I feel like quite polarizing to some people in terms of like genres. But I love them both, quite frankly. Because you need some whimsy. You can read a deep philosophical thing on the meaning of life, but you need your whimsy. Where's your whimsy? And because I'm like fresh off my Kafka reread, I'm like, we need to discuss with the greats. We need to pick what is the most romantasy you can get. But I do want to start my art fantasy bingo for the year, because I can very easily, like, books I'm in the middle of would count for squares. But then also, books I'm like starting, like obviously, like I know for a fact ACOTAR fits in one of the squares. So I'm like, give it to me. Also, we're not doing hard mode because there is a hard mode. And we might do hard mode for some of them because my like currently reading or books I immediately thought of also fit hard mode. But, and I'll explain this obviously when we get to it and I finish out my bingo board. Because I might actually do it for the vlog. We might do it live. Because I was thinking about just doing it on my own time and then telling you guys what I picked, but we might just do it together. Like how I bought my Anime Frontier tickets in the vlog last year, we might just do our bingo board together, which could be fun. But yeah, my hair is kind of giving me a run for my money today, but I don't care enough because it's not that serious. I'm just gonna go eat food with family. Like, it's not that serious. It's not even like we're going to a restaurant. That's why I'm like, I can rewear a shirt. It's fine. I'm going out for like a couple of hours tops, but yeah. I do enjoy ACOTAR so far, but I'm only a couple pages in. I feel like I've heard it does get kind of spicy, and I feel like I might not love that. Unless it like actually has anything to do with the story, because sometimes it does. Other times it's just like, we're gonna put this in here so we can market it a certain way, and then it's like, okay, fine, whatever. That's somebody's cup of tea, but not mine. But I still like the book. All right, I'm gonna stop playing with my hair and just leave. I'm just gonna leave because it's 2:30 and I said I would be at my grandmother's house at 3. And I realized I'm wearing a red top. It's really giving Little Red Riding Hood today. Like, that's what we're doing. Which is funny, because the book is I could as Beauty and the Beast retelling, so it's kind of close, but not really. But yeah, I said I'd be there at 3. I had like less than half an hour. I think the drive is like under 20 minutes. But if I get there early, I get there early, it's fine. Because also I have to put like my shoes on and get my pack my purse up because I had a tote bag. I might just use the same tote bag I brought yesterday. Yeah, I'm just gonna reuse my tote bag. Okay, no idea what we're having for dinner, but I hope it's something good. So it's 8 o'clock, I'm home. Nothing got edited today. I'm gonna need to like speed run some shorts. Nothing got done. It's 8 o'clock though, and I thought this silly ice cream would be frozen by now because I kept it in my grandmother's freezer, but no. Anyways, I'm home. Family wanted Culver's, which I'd actually never had. So I scrambled together my little gluten-free meal and it was actually pretty good. And now I have my ice cream that won't freeze and it's way too big. And yeah, I have so much editing I need to do. A Genshin event I haven't even started and it is 8 o'clock on a work night. So that's not that fun. We'll see what I can get done. We will see what I can get done and how I can make this work because I have no idea how I'm gonna make this work. I also have hiccups. Again, this was supposed to be the outro clip for the vlog, but I know I'm gonna be up. I know I'm gonna be up working for a while still. I need to go look at my schedule and figure out what needs to happen. I need to do that. But I need to at least get up one short video. I need to get up something. We'll see what happens. We will see. We will see. Also, my hair is like not having it. I fear the everything shower may not be able to happen tonight. It might just have to be a 5-minute shower, and my hair desperately needs an everything shower. So, we'll figure it out. It's fine. It's totally fine. We'll figure it out. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna go freeze my ice cream because originally I was gonna sit here and eat it, but it's liquid still. Probably because I was in the car. I also now have a plethora of ramen because, you know, when you go to like family's house and they're like, here, take this food you don't need. My grandmother apparently had ramen that had just been in a cabinet for months. So she's like, here, take this. And I was like, okay. I appreciate that actually. I do like ramen. But the only problem is now I need the fixins for the ramen and eggs I think are still expensive. Unsure. I shouldn't be thinking about that right now. You know, I was gonna do the outro for the last vlog before recording this clip. Like I can do the outro before I leave. Technically, I don't even need to do an outro. Anyways, it's Monday morning. It's Monday morning and I just got an email saying I'm an official streamer for something. What the? Guess we're watching the Galaxy Showcase. I have no idea when that is. Oh dear. I totally forgot about that. I applied to be a co-streamer and I was like, okay, we'll just leave that. Okay. All right, happy April 14th. I still haven't done my taxes. Legally, you're allowed to do them on the last day, so the 15th, but we're really cutting it close this year. I'm probably just gonna take a long lunch and do them then. Or if I can like do them while I'm clocked in, like come back and forth, I might do that. I have done things like that before. And I have some little like odds and ends things I need to do, so I might just do them a little bit more. Because it was a very busy weekend. So, I need bronze face. Yes, that needs to happen. I did not get in the everything shower last night, unfortunately. In the last vlog I was saying, like, I don't think I'm gonna have time to do an everything shower. I did not. I did not have time for that. Seems like I have a lot of emails I need to also respond to when I get into work. Because I do take time to sit and like deal with little work odds and ends and my own little odds and ends, like first thing in the morning while I'm eating my little breakfast. Because if I don't do that, it's like a little routine thing. What are we getting into today? Let's find out. I'm doing this in the wrong order today. Usually I would do cheeks, then forehead. I'm doing forehead, then cheeks. Weird. I think I'm also still getting my nails done after work today. So I'm leaving like a little bit early, like by an hour or so. And so also I'm like, can I take the long lunch to do my taxes or am I gonna have to do them when I get home? I don't know. I'm putting them off because they stress me out. Don't do that. I'm also starving right now. Like I woke up just starving. So I think work ordered Chick-fil-A for breakfast. Not my fave. But I will eat it if somebody else buys it. So I am kind of looking forward to that just because I'm starving. Usually I wouldn't be looking forward to it this much, but I'm starving. Today is a little bit different. I think it's just usually I have a snack before I go to sleep, but I didn't have a snack last night because I wasn't really feeling well. So yeah, like I said I was gonna finish up that ice cream I had. Didn't finish it up. I'm gonna probably finish it tonight. Okay, highlighter. Yeah, hopefully we do get nails done today. I do have some time still to get them done, like on my own time. It's just, I think I brought this up before. My grandmother also really likes to get her nails done. So she just does normal, not the acrylics, because she doesn't need the acrylic, obviously. But I usually will, if I can make the time, we'll go with her just so it's like, you know, spend time with family, you know? And we have other family coming into town, I believe later this week. So like she wants to get her nails done before they come in. And I'm like, well, I was gonna get them done next week before Nintendo so they're like fresh, but I can go this week. It's not a big deal. They don't need to be like fresh. I forgot to finish highlighter. Didn't do it all. Totally spaced out, totally blanked. But I think that's still happening today, the nails. I hope they are. But like I said, I can get them done next week if I need to, so it's not a big deal. I just would love to have some nails on because I never even took off the polish, like from the back half of my nails. So it's still kind of there because I just have not done it. I've been like, it's not lazy. I haven't stopped. I forgot to do the pink. I'm also not happy with my eyebrows today because like I did them so they would be even and now they're uneven, but it was like they're oppositely uneven from how I did the whole thing. It's a whole thing. I don't even have like the brain power to make words happen today because I'm so hungry. I am also kind of hoping I can get a book done today, but I kind of doubt that's gonna happen. Just with like all the things I have to get done, it's not gonna happen. It do be a Monday. It is in fact a Monday. The stupid little camera didn't want to turn on. I was getting ready, right? And realized I need to record an outro for the previous vlog. So I'm just like standing here like, oh, I need to do that. I'm gonna do that while I do my hair. I feel like I didn't have a super productive weekend, but I also was stupid busy and like socialized. So I feel like it's not the end of the world. Like I still have time to get everything done, right? Right? We're just gonna hope for the best. Hopefully this works out. I haven't gotten into editing yet, so like I could go to edit this and it could be like 3 hours long and we are gonna have to do something different. But I'm trying this for now, and we're gonna rock with it for a little bit. I gotta turn my mouse on. Well, hello again, Frenzy Gamers. Welcome to the part of the video where I upload a video during the videoception. I got 2 videos edited today. It's been a while since I've done that. I'm proud of myself. And one of them was really long, the reverse one. Granted, I was like 20 minutes into it, but I kept having to stop while I was editing it. So not bad, not bad. I'm proud of myself for today. I got an email literally as I was driving home. I got a business email. Free me. I say that, but I do enjoy this. I just need to get this uploading because it's already 5. It's past 5. So I want to get this video uploading so I know it's uploading and like will be good for 8 o'clock. So then I can make dinner and all that jazz. But we also have books to talk about. And also I should probably lower this. I feel like you're a little bit too high still. It's better. Okay. Don't pay no attention to my hair. I don't care. I'm tired. Oh, I didn't want to open it. I uploaded a new tab. It's a system. I have the same video upload system we've been using for like 10 years. No, it hasn't been 10 years. They've changed how this works multiple times. But it's been a good amount of years. At least 5. It's been generally the same for at least 5. Yeah, that's the one that's going up. Okay. An Arcanite's Enfield video. I was just saying over the weekend how I still have Enfield content that needs to go up, and look at that! I got an Enfield video uploaded today. Granted, it was shorter than I thought it would be, but look at that! All right, you are uploading, so I can't change anything. Okay, cool. I'll do the metadata stuff in a little bit, but it's gonna take like it was 24, now it says 25 minutes to upload. So I just wanted to get this done now. The time keeps going up, by the way. It's now 26, but I did like just turn my PC on and it's kind of like defrosting. We're reheating nachos, if you will. It's now 27 minutes, dear God. But we have a Goodreads update cycle I need to go through because I did many things on my Goodreads while I was at work, which means we've made progress with books. So I think it was in the last vlog, the weekend vlog, I said I had like 15 books that I was in the middle of. Like, because I'm a serial book starter, not a finisher. So I have so many that I start, and a lot of that is because I downloaded a bunch of books on my phone, so whenever I'm out and bored, sometimes if I don't feel like reading the book I have started on my phone, I'll start another one. That's why I decided to reread Kafka on the Shore, because I needed something I knew I liked, because I just kept starting books and not really enjoying them. So we're gonna go through all my books updates, and then I want to talk about, I had an idea for like a book challenge I wanted to do. We're changing gears because that we have one that ends on the 30th that I would like to finish first. It's like such a nothing burger, but I want to do it anyways because it sounds fun. But what is let me go I use Goodreads to like garner this sort of thing. So yes, I finished my Kafka on the Shore reread. Still a 5-star book in my opinion. 200% look up your content warnings because this is not like a light book. I don't know how I read that. I don't know who let me read this in high school because I probably shouldn't have been reading it in high school because it's pretty dark. But it's really good, and it was actually it was kind of nice because I didn't remember that I highlighted or like annotated this book at all, and it was just saved to like my Apple Books cloud for multiple years. And so I got to like I think it's in the last chapter, and there was like a big chunk of a quote that I highlighted, and it was kind of like, oh, I forgot I highlighted that because it's been many years, but that's nice. It's a nice quote. I'll put it on screen like right here if I don't, because I kind of am debating if I want to do book recaps. So I'll like definitely include the quote there, but I'll put the quote on screen. I like it a lot. You can pause to read it. It's nice. But yeah, still a 5-star book in my opinion. I think I might reread some of Murakami's other books next. I know I have one on my Kindle app, so I might have to re-download my Kindle app. Then I decided to go through and clean up my Goodreads a little bit, but also I DNF'd 2 books. And there were 2 books that I was in the middle of, so I just was like, you know what, I have not been enjoying these. We're not gonna do that. So these, well, the 2 books I did DNF and then I cleaned up another one was one of the, it was like a free book that you could get on Apple Books, because it's almost kind of like, I feel like they probably overlap with Kindle Unlimited, but the selection on Apple is smaller. I think it was also more of a middle grade, or like between middle grade and YA, because it was like, I think the protagonist is like 15, which, to be fair, one of the protagonists in Kafka on the Shore is also 15, but it's definitely not. That's an adult, but that's for adults. That book is for adults. But the one I finally decided to DNF was called Evershade. It's not good. The writing is very like juvenile, which is why I'm like, this is written like a middle grade with like a YA age, like young YA age protagonist, and I wasn't vibing with it. It was free, and I downloaded a bunch of free books for like no good reason, and was like, I'll give them a try. It's free. And this one, I don't even know how far I got in it, because it kind of like deleted my progress bar when I put it in my DNF shelf, because I have a shelf for books I DNFs, just specifically so if I want to say what happened to it, I know. But also, when I said I cleaned it up, I had another book on that shelf that wasn't properly in the shelf. So that was, and I know, the book girlies might jump me for this one, but I DNF'd it a while ago. Taken point. I DNF Part of Her World by Abby Jimenez. I don't like it. Because that's the thing. I started it because I'm like, I think 75% of the way through, not her most recent book, but like the red one in that series. So I was like, I'll just start from the beginning. Because I had this on audio. I DNF'd it. I think I maybe got 20% in. I don't like the tropes in it. Like, there's like a big age gap in the romance, because it's a romance book. I am very touch and go with romances. Like straight, just romance. Because I like there to be something more. I like fantasy. So sometimes I vibe with them, most of the time I don't. And this time I didn't. So I DNF'd it. I'm like, forget it, I don't want to finish this. And I cleaned it up. So that's the next update for the Goodreads. Then we have another one that was free, and it has one of those like cutesy little romance book covers. The other DNF, the third one that I'm gonna talk about right now, was another romance book. And it's very much, this is a romance book, but the main characters are all adults. So I lasted longer, I think, in that. And I think the whole premise of the series is like, it's based on like chick flick movies, which should have been a red flag for me. But it sounded like it could be like campy, so I decided to read it. It was fun, but I just didn't, like, I think I was like halfway through it and I just didn't feel like picking it back up. Like, the setup was fun, but then like halfway through it just kind of got mid. It's this one, which it has a 3.5 rating on Goodreads, and only has 1,000 reviews, but this one, How to Choose a Guy in 10 Days. It's not that good, I'm gonna be honest. But honestly, this wasn't a book for me. And we all know that. We all should have saw this one coming. But it was free, so sometimes when a book is free, I don't even, because I think the reason why I started it was because I know all the TikTok book girlies, they'll read like a big fantasy and then read like a normal realistic fiction romance, like a small one in between for like a little gap there. And I don't think that is me. I don't think that is my vibe, because I didn't enjoy it. But it's just been sitting on my like currently reading shelf for probably 6 months. So I was like, you know what, we're finally putting this one in the grave. No, I'm leaving it. Then, however, I will say, on the front of free books, sometimes you get a gem in the Apple free books, and it's not even like it's a good writing, but it's entertaining. So I started another book on my phone because I finished Kafka, my reread, during lunch. So I still had a little bit of like, well, I want something that I can have open if I want to read it. And that was a book called Dark Horse by an author named Kel Carpenter. And it's not even that good. I don't think it's that good, but it's entertaining. It's like, the premise is like, imagine, it is fantasy, but imagine you're isekai'd to hell, and then you spend like 100 years down there, you're vibing, you're chilling, you got a good job, because there's jobs down there, and then you get isekai'd back up to Earth for like part of your job. I think it's entertaining. I haven't gotten to the Earth part 2 yet, but I think it's entertaining. I'm 8% into it. It's like 300 pages. I should finish it in a couple days, depending on how much time I have to actually read it. And it's entertaining. I don't think it's like the best thing ever written, but it's entertaining. I wanted something like small and like easy to read after reading the gut punch that is anything written by Murakami. So I was like, I need something easy, and this is easy. So yeah, that's my book updates. But then also, I was on the Goodreads app, and they have reading challenges, right? I'm at 14 out of 50 for my 2025 goal. I gave myself a goal of 50 because I didn't hit 50 last year. I think I hit like 35, 40 or something. So I gave myself 50 this year, and we're on track, which is great. But there's also the community favorites challenge, which I totally forgot about, that ends on April 30th. There's 16 days left, and I have only done 2 of the 6 goals, which is Buzzy Books. This one, I'm gonna lower my brightness a little bit. Buzzy Books. You collected this achievement by completing a reader's favorite. I don't know what I read for this, so we'll take a look. I finished it on the 25th of January. What did I read for this? I could probably take a couple of guesses, but I'm not quite sure, because I finished some like, earlier in this year, I read some of like the romantasy staples, and I really had a good time. So, like there's a lot of that are on my want to read. One of them is what I'm currently reading. What was it? Oh, I don't think it was Ninth House, because Ninth House is on I think the fantasy section? Yeah, but Ninth House I finished in December. So what was it? Was it this one? When did I finish? It was this one. Okay, it was Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. That's the one. That was the one that I finished in January. Yep. That was the one I've talked before about. I was reading a duology, and I finished the first one, and the whole time I was reading it, I was like, this is 5 stars, and then I finished it and got to the end and was bamboozled and gave it a 3 stars because I hated the ending so much. But then I gave the second one a 5 stars. The second one came back. So, yeah. But like for the first like 33% of the second book, I forget what it's called, I was like, I'm giving this 2 stars, 1 star even, and then like the next 2/3 of it I was like 5 stars. We're good, I'm done being better, we're good. But that was what I finished for Buzzy Books, I think, and the other one I have is Sweet and Spicy. So that's Sweet and Spicy, and this one is for completing one of these sweet or spicy romances. I finished this on March 10th, so I don't know what I read. Because unfortunately, this is a list of 100 like romance books, and I don't know what one was the one that got it for me, because it wasn't Serpent, and it couldn't, because Part of Your World is on there, and I marked it as read today, but it's April, so that wouldn't count. So what was it? Because also, was it, when did I finish this? No, it wasn't. Funnily enough, I should have had this marked as read on January 30th, because the second book to the Serpent was Ashes in the Star-Cursed King, and I read that by the January 30th. So I don't know what actually counted. What did I read on March 3rd? Because that's on here. I'm curious, because even, what counted? What did I read? I don't even know. I'm just scrolling. What did I read that day? I might just have to go and see what I finished on that day, because you have to finish the book for it to count. I'm just like, what did I read? I don't think I read anything. I like didn't read that much in March, or did I? I don't remember. Let's look, because I can go, but I do want to go through the rest of the community favorites challenge, because I think it'll be fun. Was it Defy the Night? It might have been. That was on my backlog, and I had the audiobook for it, and I keep thinking about it, so I really want to pick up the other books. View book details. When did I finish this? March 5th. I thought March 25th was when I did it. Because that was the last time I finished oh my god, March 5th was the last time I finished a book. I finished like 1 book. No, I finished a couple books in March, I think. I didn't do that much reading, in March. March was a time. So what counted for that? Also, what are you taking me to? Oh, it's the book. Oh, you can print out the bookmark, I think. Okay. So I was like, I clicked on the image for the bookmark and it like took me into Safari. Like what? March 10th. What did I finish on March 10th? Because if I even go on my reading challenges, I don't have the books that I DNF'd counting towards my reading challenge. You know, like I took them off, I think. Let me check. Let me make sure they're not on here. Yeah, I don't know what it's counting for that, but I mean, I have read stuff that counts towards that, because I did also read the whole entire Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy this year. Like, I started it in just like the very end of December and finished it like, I think early January, because I binged that. I also had the audiobooks for that, so yeah, I don't know what it's counting. It should be Ashes in the Star-Cursed King, but I didn't finish that in March. So unless they just decided to give it to me randomly, maybe, because I didn't even know I had 2. Anyways, there's 4 more bookmarks, and I do want to get through them. So there's the Epic Quest bookmark. Collect this achievement when you read one of the most loved fantasy titles by readers. Should be easy, because this is now going to be our new, like, Oh, this is annoying. Hellbent is on this list. And I finished that in December. I read it in like a week. God. This is gonna be like our new TVR. Like, we're doing a reading vlog now. That's what this is. So I'm just gonna go down, because Babel by R.F. Kuang is on here, but that's a brick of a book. That is a brick, because I'm like, we only have a little bit of time. We have like a couple weeks to read like multiple books, and I'm also like, what do I own that can make this easy? Atlas Paradox is on here, but I haven't finished the Atlas 6, but if that's on here, then that's easy peasy. I can go grab it. Please tell me it's on here, because it's like the last 3 years. When did Atlas? Ordinary Monsters. I think I do own Ordinary Monsters by J.M. Miro. I have it on my shelf. I have a ARC copy, so an early copy that I got when I was still working at the bookstore. So we could read that because I own it, but it's a brick. That's the thing, it's a brick. If we're, you know, oh dear, it's gonna have to be Ordinary Monsters. Okay, all right, let me go grab that. This thing has collected dust, but this is what I mean when it's a brick. Yeah, it came out May 2022. I have my advanced reader. This is a brick! I mean, the font isn't, the font's like normal size. How many pages is this? What have I signed up for? It's over 500, it's over 600 pages. Well, I think, because I know I'm gonna like this, What does Goodreads have to say about this book? Because this is gonna be I'm asking for it. That might be the last one we do, I don't know. What does Goodreads have to say about Ordinary Monsters? What is this? This is a historical fiction as well. Dark Academia. Oh dear. 672 pages listed on Goodreads, but I have the ARC copy, so I'm assuming the font is probably a little bit bigger in the original, or like the published copy, because this is the ARC. I don't know when it was published. Like, they published the ARCs out, but it's whatever. I know I'm gonna like this, and I know I'm really gonna enjoy it, but it's a brick. But it's the only one I own on that list. That's not Hellbent. Could I just reread Hellbent? I would do it. Oh no. We might not. Worst case scenario, I might just buy something shorter. Like, I think Emily's Encyclopedia of Fairies, or whatever the heck it's called, is quite short. Relatively, anything's shorter than Ordinary Monsters. We might just go through and do that. Because I don't think there's a single way in hell I finish Ordinary Monsters in the next, like, what is it, 16 days? 16 days, yeah, there's no way. Even with traveling to Dallas and like having time on the train, no. I'm about to go to Dallas and all my free downtime is just gonna be spent at like the nearest cafe reading this brick. It might be worth it to buy the audiobook for this one. Okay, the next bookmark is Era Explorer. Collect this achievement when you read one of the most popular historical fiction novels according to readers. If I can stack these, because this is historical fiction. If I can stack this, but is it like real historical fiction? Or like, does fantasy count? Because also, I'm not a historical fiction reader, so I don't know if I'm even gonna own any of these. Like, probably not. I might have to buy one. And there's not any on here that are like books on my want to read either. I think there was one that was on my want to read. But I'm not a historical fiction reader. It's one of my least enjoyed genres. I tend to avoid it. Darn. This is over 5 years, not just 3 years as well. And I know a bunch of these are really, really good. Wayward is the only one that I have on my want to read by Amelia Hart. It's 392 pages. I might go out of my way to purchase this on Amazon tonight so I can get it soon-ish, because this might be the one. What is this? This one is tagged as historical fiction and fantasy, magical realism, about witches. I feel like I'll like it, but... Oh, this is the one where it follows like 3 alternate timelines with like 3 girls growing up in different timelines. So it sounded really interesting. And also it does have like magical realism in it, which is like close enough, because I do really enjoy magical realism. So I think that's just gonna be what we have to go with, but I might not get that far. It's on Kindle Unlimited, but I don't have Kindle Unlimited, so... Yeah, Wayward, that's the one we're probably gonna go for there. Then there's Essential Reader. This one is when you read one of these essential books from Black authors. So this should be interesting. I probably own some as well. I probably own a couple of these at the very least. So we'll look down this list as well. I have a lot on my want to read, if nothing else. So I'm trying to see if I own any of these. Although, in a worst case scenario, I'm thinking Academy for Liars might be our go-to. It's 464 pages, but I really want to read this. So it's another like fantasy, like magic school, dark academia thing, I'm pretty sure. Dark academia, fantasy, horror, gothic. It's exactly what it sounds like on the tin. So that might be what we go with, just because I already want to read that really badly. But I'm trying to see if I own any of these. I don't think I do, which I'm surprised by, because I do own a good amount of books. It's new books, maybe that's why. I haven't been buying a ton of books recently. I'm just going down. I'm in like the, it's new fiction and nonfiction is how they split it up. Yeah, I guess Academy for Liars is the one. Because even if I don't get to them by the end of the month, which is very likely because I have a brick to read now, I still, like, I'm gonna backlog them and get to them. Like, those are gonna be, like, priorities that I get to, you know? I'm just making sure, because I could pick something shorter, but I do really want to read Academy for Liars. So, I heard it's very polarizing. You really, really like it or you really hate it. So, I want to know. Yep, Academy for Liars it is. All right, I'm gonna buy that. I should be writing these down. I'm not. At least screenshotting them. Okay, the last one that I need is the Her Story achievement, which I'm proud of. It's when you read one of these fascinating titles about and by women. Okay, I probably have quite a few of these. This should work. This one, I feel like we can get this working. Oh, it's nonfiction. Okay, well, that throws a wrench in my plan, doesn't it? It's nonfiction books. Okay, what do I have on my want to read then? We might not be knocking this out of the park. I thought this would be fun. This is really making me like run through a loop. Because it's like all the ones left are the genres I don't read, nor do I have any of them. We might just, you know, we might just call it with order. I feel like just this is a challenge in and of itself, you know? Maybe I'll do Academy for Liars, because I do want to read that really badly. I feel like we can make that work. But I might hang my hat up for the books, the nonfiction books, because that is not my vibe. I mean, maybe a memoir? See, this is really annoying, because Crying in H Mart is on here. And I have a copy of Crying in H Mart, but I lent it to my sister like 2 years ago and still haven't gotten it back. So I actually might try that one and see if I can get my copy back, because I started reading that. I actually might see if she still has it, because I know she's unpacking from moving. She probably literally got rid of it. This is why I don't lend books to people. I don't get them back. But if I can get my copy of Crying in H Mart back, I will read it. That'll be the book. I think we can make this work. So I need to like go through and write these down, I guess. Or like screenshot them, but those I think are the books we're gonna go with, and I guess my next physical book is this literal brick. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be really, really rough. All right, my videos are uploaded, it's processing. I'm gonna go write down these books. I think I can remember them all. And possibly make an Amazon order, possibly get some on audio. At least I had one, but it is the brickiest of the bricks. So, this one. I don't think we're gonna finish it this month. I think that's a very tall order to try and finish this month, but it is now our book. Also, if you couldn't tell, I didn't get my nails done today. I did not hear back from my grandmother until like 4:30, and by then she was like, can we go Wednesday at noon? And I'm like, ma'am, I work. So, it's not happening, which is fine, because I technically didn't need to get my nails done this week anyways, and I'd rather go to the place by me because I like them better. So yeah, that was a weird face, but honestly, I kind of want to get started on this book, but I know that's probably a bad idea. This is my new physical book that we're reading. I'm gonna regret it. I know I'm gonna regret it. Next we have dinner. Maybe I will get the audio. Is the audiobook on Spotify? Because I might start it on audio just to kind of like speed this up, you know? I know I can't finish it on Spotify because you only get so many audiobook credits, and I know that this isn't gonna be enough. Audiobooks, let's find this. So, Ordinary, because it was tagged as audiobook. Ordinary Monsters. Is it on Spotify? Because I have my credits there. It is on Spotify, included in premium. It is 25 hours of audiobook, by the way. Technically, you could finish this in a day. If I put it on double speed, because I do tend to read audiobooks on double speed, that's not that bad. I'm not gonna be able to do the whole thing on audio, but I can do some of it. Let me save it to my library and like download it on all my devices really quickly. But I think we might be able to make it work. Maybe, possibly. All right, you know, I'm gonna go figure out dinner. I was gonna vlog making dinner, but never mind, we don't have to do that. This is a long enough clip as it is. I will bring my dinner back though, obviously, because I'm making pasta. I'm very excited for my pasta. It's not gonna be fancy pasta, because I'm lazy, but it's gonna be pasta. I present to you single bowl pasta. It's 2 servings because I'm lazy and I'm gonna have the other one tomorrow, but yeah. I need everyone to know I did my taxes and finally edited the PGR patch video. It's an hour and a half long, over an hour and a half long before editing, and I fear it. I fear that edit so bad. And over here, Star Rail is updating. I don't think I'm gonna get to this one tonight. Also, yes, I did forget to turn off my webcam. This is cameraception, except that webcam is tracking my VTuber model that is also still on. I forgot to turn it off. I am going to get no editing done tonight. It is almost 10, and I have freelance work in the morning.